Welcome to Nasdaq Trade Talks. I'm Jill Malandrino, global markets reporter at Nasdaq. Joining me to discuss the knowledge industry and the future of knowledge workers globally is Cenk Sidar, CEO of Global Wonks. Cenk, it's great to have you with us. Welcome to Trade Talks. And this is the first time we're covering the knowledge industry and knowledge on Trade Talks, at least the terminology. Explain to the viewers what the knowledge industry is.
Thank you, Jill. Great to be here. So basically, knowledge industry consists of management consulting firms, political risk advisories, expert networks, and equity research firms. But we are an expert network company. So basically, we are providing on-the-ground knowledge and intelligence to companies before they make a major investment or operational decision. Basically, our model is based on connecting or experts, subject matter experts in 180 countries with decision makers. And as the world becomes more and more complicated and the global business becomes more complex, the feature of the knowledge industry is becoming more and more important for companies to understand and take necessary measures to adapt to the changing dynamics of the global business climate. So knowledge industry is just becoming more and more important for companies.
So where does Global Wonks fit into this ecosystem?
Sure. We are a two-sided marketplace connecting expert with decision makers. So we have about 20,000 experts in 180 countries covering 1,600 industry and industry-specific topics or teams. So basically, and we have a product called Network Pulse, which is a unique Q&A product. So if the decision maker has any question on any subject, let's say you're an executive in New York, and you want to ask a question at 9 p.m. about the feasibility of a COVID vaccine in Indonesia, where you may have investments or offices, by the time we wake up, you will have received several answers from in-country virologists, pharma consultants, and public health experts. Basically, create a technology, any company and decision makers can go to Global Wonks dashboard and ask any business-related question and get real-time opinions for any question they ask. So we are creating very real-time and on-demand product that companies can access the intelligence on very quickly and in a speedy manner.
That's really interesting, and that's really unique because I would imagine if you were to go the traditional route and have in-house analysts, obviously that's more cost prohibitive, but you're also getting a wider variety of expertise versus in-house, which will probably, it's just you don't have that variety of opinion. So that's really unique how you've been able to develop that. Let's talk about some of the technology behind it. How are you able to connect a company, a business leader to anyone throughout the 180 countries that your experts are from?
Sure. Basically, we developed a matching algorithm, and whenever a company is asking a question or required an expertise, they use the platform to tag their question with specific keywords. And our matching algorithm is matching the question with the relevant experts, looking at their formal ratings, their involvement in the platform, and their experience and relevancy of their expertise to the specific question. So our matching algorithm identifies the right people for each question and then pings them and provide the opinions from those experts to the company on a real-time basis.
Yeah, that's really interesting. So I'm curious to know, what is your journey to Global Wonks and wanting to build a knowledge platform?
Thank you. Yeah. So basically, this is a natural combination of my background. I was running a political risk at a business intelligence firm in Washington, D.C. for about last 10 years. And it became very obvious that companies need faster and more efficient access to experts on the ground for their questions and for their issues. So the typical model of running a consulting firm and having analysts at the offices will not provide that speedy intelligence to companies. So being involved in political risk and emerging markets research, I basically realized the two-sided marketplaces and emergence of technologies and the way that data and human and machine could be combined all together provides such great, efficient, and very accurate model of accessing intelligence that we created the company 2 years ago.
So you're basically democratizing intelligence is what you're doing. So you have 20,000 experts, 180 countries. How does one become a wonk? Do you actively seek them out, or can you proactively submit your resume to offer expertise?
Yeah, we have a team recruiting experts on a weekly basis. Every week we add about hundreds of experts to the platform, and our network grows 12-15% every month. And again, I mean, with the current dynamics, the pandemic and COVID, people are more and more willing to work from home, and they are getting used to work from home. And that situation also creates a search from the independent and freelancing consultants perspective to look for platforms they can join and they can monetize their knowledge and expertise. So we had a 4x growth in our expert network just last 8 months because the COVID situation enabled consultants and companies to access the agile talent force remotely and using the technology, and we provide that to companies and consultants.
Well, Cenk, to wrap up here, and I ask all of our subject matter experts this question, now that we understand how to operate in a virtual environment, how do you see the future of the knowledge industry and research as we move to the other side of COVID-19?
Look, COVID accelerated all the macro trends. I think there will be more digitization of the industry. I think getting right information at the right time is the most important asset for any business decision. So that's why creating tools that would provide direct access to knowledge and expertise will be the main driver of the industry. So we believe artificial intelligence, robotic process automation, big data, they will be definitely playing an important role in the future of the knowledge industry. But one thing I want to highlight, that the human factor is still the most important one. That's why we building the model around human expertise. We augmenting human expertise with technology and data. And I believe the secret sauce for any successful operation in the knowledge industry is to put these three elements together and creating a centaur model.
All right, Cenk, thanks for joining us on Trade Talks.
Thank you for hosting me.
And thanks for joining me. I'm Jill Malandrino, Global Markets Reporter at Nasdaq.